Hey, this is Alex with Games to Go. We created this little video over here to show you a quick overview of our virtual reality cart. So if you want to hop on over here, I'll show you the first steps involved in getting this thing set up, as well as what's involved and what contents are included down below. So step number one, we're actually going to turn the cart around to the back, and we're going to plug the power in. So it's as simple as that. We're going to see the power outlet over here in the back of the cart. We've got a little cord that comes out, and it's just a single power outlet that charges and turns on the entire unit. So if we plug this in, so just like that, the whole cart is going to turn on. You're going to see the lights are going to turn on underneath. Got some lights, that's how you know that the power's on. And that's it. All the cords and everything in the back of the unit is all pre-set up for you, so you're not fiddling with any cords, wires, or anything like that. The rest of the cart is ready to go. Hopping into the bottom of the cart, we're going to look at what contents are included with these virtual reality rental carts. So everything is stored down below in the cubby down below on the VR cart. You've actually got the virtual reality headset. You've got two Move controllers, a set of headphones, and a regular controller for certain games that want a regular controller. These are all compatible and working on the PlayStation unit that's included on the cart already. So I'm going to show you real quick how to set up and turn on your virtual reality headset. It's really simple and easy. There's no way that you can mess this up. It's literally just two cords that need to get plugged into the front of the unit. The jacks are right here. This is called the virtual reality processing unit. And there's two outlets in the front here, a little HDMI and a special HDMI. It's basically one for the left eye, one for the right eye, but not that it really matters. And you're gonna look at the cart. You're gonna see it right here. I've got two HDMI outlets for the actual virtual reality headset itself. They're two different shapes. One's black, one's white. That's all you need to do when you match it up, when you plug it into the unit. So if you're looking at the unit here, you got a white slot and a black slot, and they're also specially sized. You can only put one into the right slot. You cannot mix these up accidentally. So when you plug those guys in, it's now plugged in and ready to go. Okay, so at this point, you've got the basics already set up and ready to go for the VR cart. You've got the power installed, and you've got the VR headset plugged into the processing unit. So we can now go ahead and turn the unit on and start starting everything up. Okay, so now to turn the unit on, we've got two different Move controllers right here. These are the controllers that you can use during the games itself. You can use these to operate the menu or whatever, what have you. So these are virtual reality Move controllers. And then you've also got a regular controller. So to turn the unit on, you can either just press the PlayStation button right here at the front, click that, and then you can hear a little beep comes on from the PlayStation behind it. It is now starting up and starting to turn on. It's now giving us a selection to choose which user we want to log into on the PlayStation itself. So we can go ahead and choose the main account here, John Don in this case, which is going to start up the main PlayStation menu. Once you're into the PlayStation menu, you can see all of our games already preloaded onto the system. You don't need extra CDs, cases, or anything like that. The game's already preloaded onto the actual PlayStation unit itself that you can go ahead and pick and choose. So to actually choose and select different menu items on the PlayStation with the Move controller, there's a little trigger here on the back of the button here, on the back of the Move controller. You're going to want to press and hold this one slightly and wave your hand from left to right or up and down as you press that button. And that's how you actually choose the different menu items on the PlayStation with the Move controller. Alternatively, you can also use the regular controller. Once you turn on and connect your regular controller, you can just use this one to pick and choose your menu items as well for the different games. Okay, so I've got the controllers here turned on and connected. I've got the headset plugged into the processing unit ready to go. I'm going to show you real quick now how to take your virtual reality headset, how to adjust it, and actually place it onto your head to make sure it's all adjusted properly, to make sure the vision's clear and that you're good to go to play. So first thing I'm going to show you is right here at the bottom here, right where the cable plugs into the headset, there's actually a headphone jack. So you can take the provided headphones that come with the kit and plug these into the headphones. All right, so the headphones just plug in right there. And now those are connected. Now to actually fit this VR headset onto my head, what I'm gonna do is on the back here, there's an adjustment button. So this button here is for the big band here, the big band. You can press this button in, and then it extends in and out that way. So you can fit it to the head that it's going onto. But once you have it in place and on top, there's a little gear here that you can shift. As you turn that gear, it'll tighten and bind to the head that you're putting it onto. The other adjustment that I would show you is right here at the top of the goggles. There's a little button over here, and that actually extends the vision goggles in and outward. So that's another adjustment area that you can use when you're putting this on. You can actually see on the bottom here too, there's a little module that controls your volume for your headsets, your headphones right there. And then lastly, there's also the power button down here. So the power button in the bottom middle, this is what you're going to press to turn on the actual headset itself. So I've just pressed the button and turned it on. You can see the lights in the back here starting to glow. These lights in the front will turn on eventually once you start up a game. But once you hear that beep when you press that button, that's when you know that you turned on the headset. Hey, so for this part of the video, I actually had to take my headset off to be able to talk and show you how to put on the headset itself. You want to keep your glasses on when you're using the VR headset. You don't want to take your glasses off. So for anyone that uses glasses, keep those on as you put it on to adjust it. So I've got the headband on at the back there. There's the gear that you can twist at the top. So you're going to want to twist that gear as you can feel it tightening over your head until you get into a nice clear position. Then you can adjust your front goggles. You want to press that in so it goes all the way and presses up against your face. You don't want to see any light coming in through the goggles or the rubber part. If it is a little bit blurry, try adjusting the back there, move it up and down until it looks nice and clear. Once it's all set up and good to go, it should be placed firmly on your head, and your vision should be clear with the games and whatever you're looking at in the goggles. Okay, I'm back. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the actual different components on the cart itself. So we do have a permanently mounted display screen sitting on top that just displays what's going on in the games. You do not need this screen to actually play the games. This is just here for any external viewers that are watching and seeing what the person playing is doing. So everything that's going on inside that goggle will be reflected and duplicated onto the screen up here. Next, we have our camera. So this is the PlayStation VR camera. This is essential that you have this set up in the right position when you're setting this card up. You want to stand roughly about 6 feet away from the front of the camera so that the beginning, so the front of your goggles, when these things light up, it's picked up by the camera, and that's actually sensing the movement of your VR in the game. So you want to make sure that this camera has a nice clear vision of whoever's playing about 6 feet behind. All right, so also in every single virtual reality rental, we include a couple of USB charging cables. So I'm going to show you real quick how to charge up your controllers. So just zoomed in over here. We've got a couple of USBs that we're going to plug into the PlayStation itself. So with this charging cable over here, you're going to want to make sure that you always plug into the PlayStation unit itself. You're not going to want to charge and use an external USB charger. The reason for that is the power that these require is specific to what the output is of the PlayStation 4. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your USB, you're going to plug it into one of the USB slots at the front of the PlayStation unit, and then you're going to plug in either your Move controllers or your classic DualShock controller. And right here at the bottom, there's a little charging port. You just plug this in, and now you're charging. So you can just leave that like that. It usually takes about 20 to about 40 minutes to get a full charge from zero, and that'll last you for more than enough hours of playtime. All right, so in this little quick tip and trick, I'm going to show you how to recalibrate your PSVR headset on the actual unit itself. So what you want to be seeing when you have the headset on is a nice clear vision of what you're playing in the game right here. So you can see here, we can see the name Thumper of the game. It's nice and straight and good to go. Now sometimes what can happen is your headset can get off calibration. So when you're actually facing the unit itself, it might look a little bit off inside your headset. You can't really tell where you are, or the positioning's all off. So I'm going to show you real quick how to reset your positioning. There's two ways that you can do that. You've got the classic controller over here, or you've got the Move controller. Now what you want to do is right here on the classic controller, you've either got the options button right here in the top right of the controller, or on the Move controller, you got the select button. In either case, you're going to want to press and hold either the options or the select button, and that's going to reset your calibration positioning. So I'm going to go right here. You can see on the screen that it's all off kilter right now. When I press and hold options on the remote, it's going to reposition the screen back on center to your VR headset wherever you're facing. All right, so that concludes everything we have about the Games to Go virtual reality rental cart. I've gone over the different components on the cart itself, how to set it up and plug it in and get everything started, as well as a couple of tips and tricks on when you're positioning this cart.